you bought your first car at 14, right?
The 34 Ford pickup V8.
So you stayed loyal to the brand.
Yeah, I stayed loyal to the brand. Yeah, yeah. But that's funny, that really does work, that brand loyalty. I was at a car show and I met a 16-year-old kid named Jack, and he bought a six-cylinder Mustang when he was 15 and a half, and he's just getting his license. And he got it running, got it all cleaned up, and he brought it to the show. And I was so impressed with him. I invited him on the Jay Leno's Garage Show, to show his Mustang. And he heard from the president of Ford, and they called him, and because they saw here's a young guy interested in Mustangs, and they hope someday you buy a new Mustang, that kind of stuff. And he got invited to Mustang Club events, and that's how you get young people interested in the hobby. We started something. We do a concours in Rhode Island at the Audrain Auto Museum. And we started a class a couple of years ago called 30 Under 30, which means people 30 years old or younger that have restored a car for less than $30,000. And we found a bunch of kids, young men and women who did this, and we invited them to the concours. And these kids were so thrilled to have their 2002 on the same field as Bugatti Chirons and Duesenbergs and exotic Ferraris. And they were in suits and ties, and they were so proud that they won, and their parents are thrilled. And, now your parents don't have to cry, do you want to be a mechanic anymore, because you have places like the Heritage Centers and McPherson College where they give out scholarships. We have a scholarship there, the Fred Duesenberg scholarship for kids that want to go into automobile restoration. And luckily, we've reached the point where automobiles are seen as rolling sculpture. They're kinetic artwork, and they're restored the same way you'd restore the old masters. The old days, you get a belt sander, you just take off the paint, you paint it. But now we try to preserve as much of the original finish as you can, keep that barn find, which is my favorite expression, barn find. I did some research, and the average farmer makes $42,500 a year. How they have birdcage Maseratis and,
Right.
in their barns, covered with eggshells and
$1 million vehicles hiding under the straw.
Yeah. How is that possible? That's like my favorite thing. Oh, a barn find in the middle of Kansas. Really?